Hi, my name is James Shepard, and today's video comes to you because of a comment that I had from a YouTube subscriber to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ccsalespro. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so you make sure you get all the latest videos. They asked me a question, James, can you do a video on fear and how fear impacts sales? So today I'm going to talk to you about the two types of fear that really cripple salespeople out in the field and on the phone. Fear of failure and fear of success. Fear of failure and fear of success. They're really kind of two sides of the same coin, and so I'm going to talk to you about those today and how to overcome them. Now, the one that's easiest to understand and simplest to overcome is fear of failure. This is the thing that makes you not want to get out of bed in the morning, the thing that makes you want to watch Netflix on the couch instead of go to your appointments. This is the thing that makes you pull up in front of a business and you just literally are thinking about walking into that business and you're like, I can't do this. That is a fear of failure. This is more common in less experienced salespeople that are maybe newer to sales, newer to what they're selling. You have a feeling maybe that I don't understand what I'm selling, so I don't want to go in there. I'm afraid I'm going to look like an idiot. Those kinds of fears are fear of failure. The way to overcome them is very simple. Accountability. Accountability. Find somebody that you know and you trust and you respect and say, hey, look, can you do me a favor? Can you text me every morning at 9 a.m. and just make sure that I've actually walked into or called my first business of the day? And then can I text you at the end of the day at 5 o'clock and let you know, hey, here's how many businesses I walked into and the results of it, or maybe call them for 5 minutes. This could be a spouse, this could be significant other, this could be friend, family member, pastor, mentor, someone that you really respect. So you need that accountability. Now the good news is that if you have that accountability for those first 2 to 3 calls or walk-ins, you're probably going to be fine the rest of the day. Fear of failure always gets you right at the beginning, but once you overcome that fear once or twice, maybe 3 times, and you're like, oh, I can do this, it's okay, you're usually fine. So fear of failure is accountability. That's what you need to overcome that. Now, the more complicated and more difficult one to overcome is fear of success. Now, fear of success is a lot more complicated, and this really afflicts talented salespeople. So if you look and say, I'm very confident, I'm self-motivated, I jump out of bed in the morning and I'm ready to conquer the world, but then when I actually face it and I actually get out there and I'm like, I know I could do this, I know I would be good at this, but I'm afraid and I am thinking about all these big picture things, and well, if I make 10 sales this month, well then next month I'm gonna have to set my goal at 12. And then the next month, 15, and eventually I'm not going to be able to do it, and you're thinking big picture, what if I don't make any money this week or this month, what's going to happen? And so these are all things where it's really a fear of success, it's a delayed fear of failure. If I succeed today, what does that say about my goal for tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and it's going to eventually get so big that I don't want to think about that, I can't do that. How do you overcome fear of success? Very, very simple with this as well. Fear of success, you have to lower the expectations on yourself. Lower the expectations on yourself. Now, I realize this is counterintuitive for many of you that are like me. I've suffered from this sometimes as well because I'm very driven. I know how to sell. I have a talent for sales. So I feel like I can get out there and do this, no problem. But see, the issue is a lot of times I can overthink it and I can make all these crazy goals for myself. Here's the deal. If you're actually a talented salesperson and you can sell, but you're just not doing it, you need to make goals based on the variable. The variable is work. The variable is effort, right? So instead of making a goal of like, I want to make 10 sales this month, your goal needs to be much more specific and it needs to be effort-based on a daily or even hourly basis. In the next hour, I'm going to walk into 5 businesses. That is my goal for myself. That's it. I'm going to walk into 5 businesses in the next hour. In the next 3 hours, I'm going to walk into 15 businesses, whatever it is. Today, I'm going to talk to 10 business owners. Doesn't matter how it goes, I'm going to talk to 10 business owners. If you lower the expectations for yourself down and say, look, what I need to do to be successful today is I just need to talk to 10 business owners. That's it. That's all I need to do to be successful. You need to work on having what I call macro confidence, meaning you've got this big picture of, I know I can do this. I have that confidence that I can do this on a big picture, but on the micro scale, on the hourly, daily goals, that's just all about effort, because if you put the effort in, you're going to be successful. So you have to lower the expectations for yourself. Again, maybe some accountability would help, and get out in the field and say, I'm not worried about making 10 sales, 15, 20. I'm just going to have fun today. I'm going to go out in the field and talk to business owners because I'm good at that and I like it, and I'm going to go talk to business owners today. And if that is your goal and you celebrate that goal after you go to that 15th business, take a break, go eat a candy bar, do something fun, get an ice cream cone, reward yourself, take 10 minutes to read a book, whatever it is, reward yourself and say, I succeeded. Whether I got sales, whether I got, people interested or not, I did the effort that I need to put in, and I know I'm talented enough that if I continue putting that effort in day after day after day, the results are going to come. So if you're suffering from fear of failure or fear of success, hopefully those tips helped you today.